Man, I don't know what the fuck is going on. What the hell is going on with the laptop? I'm having trouble with my laptop. I don't know what's going on. This don't make no sense. Oh, this internet, this Wi-Fi. I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi. It's crazy. What's going on? Yeah, we back. Anyways, what's up, Kathy Brown, Miss Janice? Shayway, what's up? Listen, this thing going on with TV Killer, it made me upset because it's nothing like confiding in someone and them getting upset with you and spreading, we'll just say, information out or allegations, and in that way or manner. Um, it's just what happened to me just recently with my niece when she put my information out about where I stayed. You know what it is, black and yellow. Yep. So it's painful to see somebody do these things to you. But I believe before you ascend, there's always going to be persecution. And what form is going to come in, you never know. It may come through your spouse. It may come through your niece. It may come through your mother. It may come through your brother. But it's all a sign of a new beginning. It's all a sign of God showing you who it is that's around you and what you need to purge yourself from. Now, I don't know that young lady, but I know she mentioned my name. I've never spoken with her disrespectfully. I don't know why she said the things that she said. Um, it's very unfortunate that anybody would do something like that and then mention other people in it as if we got something to do. I ain't got nothing to do with that. So I don't even know why my name was mentioned, but it was. Like it has been in a lot of people's mouths lately, for no reason. But cause you asked them what have I done? I ain't done nothing. I ain't done nothing. Even Truth Teller, he started shit with me, but I'm gonna get to him next. But this shit right here with TV Killer is one of the reasons why the Bible says, keep the doors of your mouth from her that lieth in your bosom. Right? You can't talk to your woman about everything. All right? I know that seems like a nice thing to say to people when you a couple, you marry. Oh, we tell each other everything. Well, uh, the Bible forbids that. You know, some things a lot of people can't handle. Some things is gonna be misunderstood. Some things is gonna be said, and it can't be taken back, and it's gonna be used against you in situations like this. It's unfortunate that any wife would go to that extreme. Um, very unfortunate that any woman would. That's very ugly and nasty. Um, and you gotta look at yourself when you do stuff like that, because who would want to be with a person that when things breaks down, you go out and form allegiances with people that don't know you, that don't care about you, when you was with somebody for however long period of time you were, enough to be married, and you think it's right for you to do that on in the public on social media. You gonna have a hard time with anybody from now on. You gonna have a hard time with anybody from now on. So yeah, you can't come back from that. There's no way you could come back from that. You know, that's very troubling. It's unsettling. It goes against your privacy. You know, now it talks about exposing where the man work. Man, that's I mean, just let it go. If it don't work, let it go. It ain't no need to get like that. Ain't no need to be fussing and going back and forth with one another. I don't I would I understand. I understand, but I think that that's a private thing, and they should have handled that privately, because ain't nobody out here gonna help you fix that situation. You know, we gonna have our opinions, of course. Everybody gonna have their opinion, but um to drag somebody about their personal life is crazy to me. And personal relationships is crazy to me. I hate when people do. My ex did me that way, and that's the reason why she my ex, because I'm not gonna deal with somebody I love exposing anything to whether it's true or whether it's false. That's a very painful and hurtful thing to do. I won't do it back to you 9 times out of 10. Um, but I understand that people now, what I know now, I wouldn't do it back to you. I wouldn't do it back to you. I just let you go, because I feel like with a good man, the best thing you can do is leave, because there ain't many good dudes out here. This man works. He goes to work. He about his business. You know, he has his faith in God, and I can respect that. So I'm gonna say a prayer for my brother, and hopefully he can get through this, because that's a very, very painful thing to have to experience and go through. I heard a little bit of the story of his side when he spoke to Sweets to Have, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave that where it is. I'm just gonna pray for him. Hopefully he get better from this. He learn from this situation and he grow from it. You know, it's a lesson in everything. So just learn your lesson and move accordingly. That's all I have to say about that. So people that's asking me about what I think about happened with TV Killer, it's life. It's possible. It happens. It's very unfortunate, but it happened. I'm not happy about it. I wish my name wasn't put in it, but it was. And but I think it's just a sign of a new chapter in his life. And I pray to God that he makes better decisions and choices with who he's going to spend his life with from here on out. So that's what I'm going to say about that. I ain't getting in nobody's business like that. I don't really care about what she says about me. It really don't matter. It's not true. I don't know her. I never spoke to her, and I don't know why she would say anything. I never said anything disrespectful to her. And I'm just going to leave that at that. But this thing with this band and what's going on, uh from what I understand, there's been several people that's been banned. There was one other person that was banned for a year. right along when right about the same time, because I got banned on the 18th or the 17th or something, on the 18th. And it was a year ban. So we working to try to get that fixed and straightened out so that I can get back on and do my thing. And I think I have a lot more things to do now because I understand where I am and what I got to go through being living in Keep Shadow on that app. I don't plan to be on the messy side because that's just not my thing. I don't know who TV Killer is, but hopefully everything turns out well. Thank you, Roger Run. It will. Smart young man, hardworking young man. He gonna make it through. Don't trade evil for evil. Yeah. Yup. Don't trade evil for evil. It's not good. Yeah, eye for eye is not good. Let God deal with that young lady or that young man. You know, don't get on and say nothing no more about it. Leave it alone. It's not even worth it. Misery loves company, you know. So I wouldn't even get involved in that. Oh, wow, I didn't know you were banned. Dang, for what? Yeah, I was banned for. They said I was threatening somebody. I don't know. I didn't threaten nobody from what I know. Everything that I say is a promise. I ain't threatening nobody. Why Tommy got her page and True Teller was saying all them threats and foul stuff. Yeah, but that's what we working on because she responsible for everything that come on that platform, and she has a CPO, so she can't allow that. That's why she trying to distance herself from her Discord, and she trying to clean a lot of stuff up. She not saying my name, she's saying radio. So she trying to clean it up, but it ain't gonna be no cleaning up to that. I think Tammy reported you. She probably did. A lot of them did. A lot of them did. All right, my daughter in there acting up. I think Tammy reported. Truth Liar reported Kevin. I believe he did too. That's why he was hurling all them threats towards me and wanted me to respond because he know he not a host. So he want me to respond to him so he can have something to go against me. But we'll fix that. We go fix that. We just want to know why your mama was telling you to shut up. How Lady B cocked that T that you was getting cussed out by your mama. You live with your mama, boy. You live with your goddamn mama and you up here talking crazy like you a real man. And got your son in the house. I knew it was something to that. I knew it was something. This nigga living with his damn mama. His mama cussing him out. Telling him to shut up. And he walking outside. You can hear him walk. Every time he used to get into it with me, he used to walk outside. I noticed that. That nigga was walking outside every time he got into it with me. Mom said he an embarrassment. He is an embarrassment. And you know what? I had something for him too. Hold on. I had the characteristics of a mother's boy. And I got his profile down. And I just want to share a couple of these things with him. Characteristics. And I want to see if y'all really can pinpoint some of these things. I had it in this phone, but I had to use this phone. From Sources Web. The first thing for the characteristics of a mama's boy is you still live with your mother. If you still live with her and she makes all your decisions, that's a problem. If your maternal relationship interferes with your other relationships, that's a problem. He still lives with his mom, right? He won't support you. His mom always knows about everything. He has a needy mother. You get another mom. For her approval is everything. He compares you to her. He shows his mother more affection. She shows up unannounced. Hold on, this ain't the one I wanted because I had one that was pretty good. Mama's boy is a derogatory term for a man seen as having an unhealthy dependence on his mother at an age at which he is expected to be self-reliant. He couldn't survive alone out in the wild. He and his mom Snapchat each other. So these are the symptoms. He might as well still stay at home. His mom can't do anything wrong. He runs every decision by her. He can be a bit immature. Yeah. So these are the list of things, 10 signs he's a mama's boy. He couldn't survive alone out in the wild. So I understand why he's so emotional when he comes out here and why he's so effeminate, because he couldn't survive alone out in the wild. He's too fucking emotional about things that it doesn't have anything to do with him. Nothing at all. I don't know why he's talking to me, because he don't even care about Keith. He don't even care nothing about Keith. So I'm wondering, why are you so emotional about what's going on in my personal life? It has nothing to do with you. Why? Why are you so overly emotional? Mama house to mate. Yeah. I don't think he even bring nobody over his mama house. I really don't. He's a loner. He got too much fucking time. He too much invested in Bigo. He always playing lottery. The only time he leave, you hear him leaving, is when he going to a bodega to play lottery. So I think TV killer, I mean not TV killer, but truth teller. I always get that mixed up. I think it's the two T's. The T's. Truth teller is too emotional to be a man. Truth teller is too fixated on other people's business that he don't have enough time for his own business, right? Everything that he's doing is symptomatic of a mama's boy. It's symptomatic of the characteristics of a mama's boy. That's exactly what he is. He's no man. He's way too emotional to be 50 years old. Way too fucking emotional. And I don't understand why he spent his time talking to me. Because I think there's something really wrong with him. When he come out here and he's trying to mentor me on different things, I don't know what his angle is with this whole thing, but I think the last thing was he was trying to set me up to get me banned. That's exactly what he was doing. What's up, G? Do you listen to Nope? Nope. So I think that he's been trying to bait me into an argument so he can go and report me for threatening him. And that's how I got banned. So I think he's a mama's boy. I think that he's way out of his jurisdiction to be talking to me and telling me what I need to be doing with my family. That ain't none of his business. He need to mind his own fucking business. And if he want to see me, he got my address. He don't need to be getting on here hollering and telling people what he go do. That's effeminate too. Don't get on here hollering and telling people what you go do. If you that tough, you got my address, or come to Ohio and do what you say you go do. You telling people that you gonna put a hole in my chest. How? With a weapon? With your fist? What do you intend to do? All these dry threats and all this shit and running and ripping and running, I ain't falling for that. Be the man that you say you are by doing what you say you go do. If you said that I talked about, I put your son up here, your son been up here. I didn't put your son up here. Your son been up on here. But you gotta look for anything to try to bait me into an argument with you. You got every video that you do is all about me. Every single video that you do on a solo be about me. That's how much real estate I got in your head. So I ain't buying all this tough guy bullshit. You can yell and scream on her. You just getting her in trouble. Because I'm going to use that shit against her in court. Every single time you do something, I go and fill out paperwork. That's what I do. I ain't fucking with y'all like that no more. I'm not going to do no back and forth with y'all. Not on Bigo or none of that shit. If I got something to say, I'm going to come over and say it. And I'm going to leave it dead and leave it alone. Because all this shit coming to an end anyway. We know y'all out there just trying to attack everybody that love Keith and care about Keith and his supporters. That's why y'all out here spreading this bullshit and keeping all this bullshit going. And I ain't falling for it. I'm not falling for it. So if you really about that life, to Toledo, pull up to the Toledo. You got my address, and we can make it happen. And I'm serious. You ain't gonna see me running, bruh. You gonna see me running straight to your mouth. That's what you gonna see. So if you really bring your ass here, and we can square up. I mean, go to a park, anything, what you want, whatever you want to do. You ain't go with me. That's guaranteed. I'm just letting you know that. Now you talking about putting a hole in my chest. No, come here and use these knuckles. Let's see how successful you are. Cause I'm sick of people getting on here and talking behind a blue screen. I'm tired of it. You need to get that work in. If you got to get on here yelling and screaming and making videos, then you could take your creative ass over here into Toledo and get your ass whooped and go back to New York if you lucky. Because I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with Tommy K. Not at all. I'm not playing with my niece at all. You give out my address and coming here and doing stuff, guess what? I'm holding every time somebody come, I'm holding you accountable. Everything happens, I'm gonna hold you accountable. 100%. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Because y'all had no right putting out my information. You had no right putting it in your Discord. And every place that you put it, you not gonna cover it by putting people out of the Discord now. It's screenshot, it's recorded, and you go have to answer to it. And I'm also suing everybody. I'm suing everybody that has something to do with it. We trying to figure out who made that call. We go find out. I put in a 2-page report to the FBI. I'm in lieu right now of writing 5 people up on Bigo with evidence. 5. Right? So that's what I'm on. It's about to get real serious. And I'm not playing. I told y'all, I'm not going to be playing these games with people. If y'all want to take it to this extent, then I'm going to go a little bit further. And I'm suing everybody that has something to do with this situation. I'm suing you. You getting your papers in the mail. That's for sure. I'm just letting you know before everybody, I'm letting you know already. I'm not playing these games with neither one of y'all. Neither one of y'all. We gonna have a paperwork party in this bitch. Seriously. You gonna know it's chess, not checkers. That's how we move. I was able to secure an emergency CPO on 2 people. And we will be going to court here soon. And I'm looking to bring certain people in from Bigo to help assist with everything that's going on as witnesses. I haven't selected nobody yet, but that's what I'm looking for. God reveals and he about to remove all them demon seeds. Sure he is. I'm telling you he is, Kevin. I am in agreement with you. I just think that they make the whole culture unhealthy because they come out here and then they act all tough in front of everybody else, but then they going behind the scenes and reporting everybody. That's what they doing. Now they did not go openly come out and say that they doing this stuff, but Truth Teller got everybody's ID and he get people banned and he come out here starting shit because he know he not a host. He's a so-called content creator and he starts shit with people, but I'ma fuck him up for going on these people's platforms and thinking that you can say any fucking thing you want to. Just like we recorded that shit when you said you was gonna put a hole in my chest, right? And you did that in Messy Callers Live. So you going around, you showing the pattern of going around and spreading shit, and I'm gonna be on top of your shit. You gonna get found out. You gonna get found out. And since you brought up something about your lives, you better hope that you went all my lives that you recorded, the one that I got copywritten and removed off of your platform. I'll go in and get all the rest of them. I'll go get the rest of them too. And we working on that with you too. We gonna find out where you are. You cannot hide. We're gonna find out where you are, and we gonna hold you accountable for everything that you coming out here and saying to these people. You go get caught. It's only a matter of time before you get caught. We can handle this expeditiously by you coming to Ohio and dealing with me like you telling these people you go do. Don't go out here making all these dry threats. And you ain't did nothing yet. I've been on here for a whole year. Who touched me? I ain't used to this. I'm be honest. I ain't used to all this talking, bro. And I'm not about to take it no more. Like I said, if you want that smoke, all you gotta do is come to Ohio or send your address. Talking about you gave me the address. You ain't give me shit. You ain't give me shit. I told you you can go to my email and send me an address. Or you got mines now. Since you got all the smoke, come out here. Make it happen. You go see you get your ass whooped right on live. I'm going to let my wife hold the camera or one of my homies hold the camera and I'm going to beat your ass and stump a mud hole in your ass. And I'm going to show you why people don't fuck with me like that. And that ain't no tough talk. You will see who the lame hoe is then. I think it's lame to be laying up in your mama's house with your son. I think that's lame. I think it's lame for you to be getting cussed out as a 50-year-old man recording shit in your mama's house. I think that's lame. I think it's lame when you over here trying to talk to another man's woman, fiance. I think that's lame and you ain't got your own. I think that's lame. When Sexy came up between you and Carrie, I thought that was an insult for both of y'all. That's an insult for you. That's not a high accolade. It's an insult. I think you ugly. And ugly ain't just how you look. It's your disposition, your mouth as a 50-year-old man, damn near. Living with your mama. Your mama even said you was an embarrassment. You a fucking embarrassment. She told you to shut up and take your ass outside. We heard her in the background getting on your ass. Your mama telling you to get the fuck out the house. You an embarrassment. That's what your mama think about you. You a fucking embarrassment. You a fat gorilla ass embarrassment. And you truly are. For you to be over there patting and got saliva falling off your teeth every time you see Tommy K and she in there with E.T., you should be ashamed of yourself. You running after a woman that ain't got shit going for herself. But Bigo. What you go tell everybody you took Tommy K from Carrie? You took Tommy K from Carrie? You stayed around long enough for them to start looking at your muscles. What muscles? You look like a pit bull with whiskers. You look like a straight one of them meaty ass pit bulls with them meaty faces and some gray motherfucking whiskers. That's what you look like. I don't think it's nothing attractive about you. Your mouth, your head, your face. Nothing is attractive about you. I don't even know how she got so far in the garbage can to even be looking at you like she looking at you. Maybe because she had to stare at you for the whole year, like shallow fucking Hal. You start seeing something different even in the ugliest motherfucker that you around all the time. And I guess she got acclimated to your ugly. And she said, I'm going to go ahead and throw him an olive branch. She has sympathy for you. That's a shame. A woman that's with Carrie having sympathy for you and willing to give you a chance. And you go ruin that. Because I bet you stink. You look like you stink. Your breath stank. Your ass stink. Your back stink. And your stomach stink. You look like you stink, period. I don't think you have a chance. Personally, I don't think you have a chance. And I think it's humiliating that you do. If you do. You ain't gonna do nothing but fuck it up. Once she get one whiff of you, you in New York now. You ain't close to Chicago. How far is New York from Chicago? She can't smell your funky ass. But I heard she stank too because somebody else was saying they Trina B said she was a little tart too. Trina B said that. Trina B said she stank, and I believe him because he was around her. That's what Trina B said. And somehow I'm convinced to believe it. Just looking at them dirty ass sandals she had on, you know her feet got dirty. You know that she walked in something, some dust or something, and it got on her funky ass feet. And them the toes you want to lick. You see a ugly man go real far when he get the chance. A real ugly man, don't let a real ugly man get a hold of you, ladies. If a real ugly man get a chance, you going down. You be wondering why these ugly niggas be with these fine women. They willing to do anything. That's right. He gonna have to lick Tommy K's asshole. Can you imagine that? If you're eating, I'm sorry. And out for inside of me, I don't feel that he. Inside of me, I don't feel like he'll have a problem doing it. He will. I think he will. He definitely is. He wouldn't have no problem with it. Tommy was questionable when she admitted to borrowing her friend's earring. Borrowing somebody's earrings was they. I hope they wasn't the ones with that you stick in your ear. That's just nasty. You don't borrow nobody's. That's nasty. Where did y'all be finding? That's what she did. She went boo boo in her cracker ass. She got to have it. I bet when she sit on the toilet, it's a line in the back of the ass line, dirty ass line in the back of the toilet when she sit down. That's what that's why Carrie said he don't go down on her. It's a reason. It's a reason. That's the reason. If you not clean down there, that man ain't going down there. No. He not going down there. At least the no. Listen, I have a hard time, period. Anyway. I ain't gonna lie. That I just don't. I can't, y'all. It's hard. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's just certain things that I just don't do, man. I gotta know you before I know you. Because to me, it's the most ickiest, nastiest thing. It is. To me, it is. It just is. And I'm just sorry to confess it to the world, but it's the truth. Because I know how nasty all y'all are. Or some of you are. Shay Way, you one of them because you talking about do better, Kev. I'm doing good. I can do your taxes. I can fix your pipes. I can change your brakes. I can fix your car. But I am not going to go down that far. It's just some things that I just don't think is a delicacy. You know, it's just not to me. I'm sorry. I'm just telling the truth. Hey, listen. I don't think you can grow up to that. Grow up, bro. Tasha, stop it. That's not a sign of growth. Eating your vajayjay is not a sign of growth. Y'all need to stop that. You're just too nasty. God ain't make you to do that. Where is that in the Bible? Where is it in the Bible? I don't know about that, brother. What? Cortez, what you talking about? I don't even know who you are. So you like DJ Khaled. What DJ Khaled do? She talking about Luke 4 and 15. You know you lying. Luke 6 and 9. She said Luke 6. Luke 6 and 9. It ain't even no Luke 6 and 9. Y'all make up anything. You better go get you a sandwich or something. You don't need to be going down there. Look at Tasha writing down Cortez's name. Put that pen up. Cortez, don't be nasty, man. That's nasty. Clean yourself up. Clean yourself up. Don't be lighting them women down there. God ain't make that. The Bible says you shouldn't be going nowhere like that. Especially if she ain't your wife, because they say the marriage bed is undefiled, but it's some places that I feel is defiled. I'm not going. I'm sorry. Y'all can be mad at me all you want to. Y'all ain't got to deal with me. And I'm not romantic. I'm not romantic at all, y'all. What's the verse? Look at Shayway. I've committed worse sins. I'm sorry, Lord. But he knows me. Yeah, you going to hell, Cortez. And your eternity is eating punani in hell. Nasty punani. For an eternity. They say when you go to hell, you gotta do whatever your worst sin is on earth. That's what you gonna be doing. Like if you eat too much, your punishment is you gonna be in the gluttony section. It's a gluttony section. It's a section it's different sections for your sins. Whatever sin that you committed the most, that's what you going to hell for. I seen this one where this lady was talking about when she went to hell, and she went to the sexual sins section, and it was demons having sex with women that was promiscuous on the earth, and they was having it any kind of way they want, in their eyes, in their ears, and that was their torture. Their torture was they had to have these demons had sex with all these women that went to hell for sexual sins. Yeah, that's true. And they have a section for sexual sins. They have a section for violence too. Like if people was hateful and angry all the time, they had to fight one another over and over, back and forth for an eternity. Just fighting. Y'all need to watch. It's this one thing on YouTube, and they talk about people who went to hell and the things that they saw. Y'all gotta watch that. It's called Above. What is it called? Beyond or something. Above and Beyond or something like that. Y'all need to go watch that, because that's scared to hell. It's a book out called Divine Revelations of Hell. Get that book too. I tell everybody, read that book. It talk about all that sorcery too that's going on Bigo, how they be having all these people that's voodoo and doing witchcraft. They have a section for people who do witchcraft and stuff in hell. They do. The demons torture you over and over again. Yeah, you have just as many sinful habits as anybody else. Don't think you too pure. I didn't say I was too pure. I didn't say that. I didn't say that I didn't say that I didn't have that I didn't sin. I didn't say that. I never said that. Y'all read it and tell me about it. What book? Amazing. What Marla? What you talking about? What book? I feel you. My mouth ain't a part of sex, period. Good. The Bible say all sins weigh the same. So the Bible don't say that. That's a lie. The Bible don't say that all sins weigh the same. They don't. Oh, divine revelations of hell, y'all. Yep, that's what it is. Revelations by Mary Ann Baxter. Read that book. I guarantee you it's gonna change your life. No, they got it. Matter of fact, they got it on YouTube. The one you just mentioned about people going to hell. Yeah, go and watch that. Go and watch that. It's on YouTube right now. She tell her story about how Jesus came in and visited her and took her to hell and took her to different sections of hell and show what the people did and how they were tortured and all that stuff. Go watch that. I guarantee you when you get it, when you see that, or go and watch that video or that guy that I forgot his name. I forgot his name. Damn, I used to watch him all the time, but the stuff that he was saying about hell, I was like, man, I need to get my stuff right. Yeah, watch it tonight. Remember I told you I watched documentaries about hell. Oh, I seen that. It was deep, deep. You seen it? Did you see it, Miss Brown? Are you going live on Bigo tonight? No, because I'm banned. I gotta wait till I get off from being banned, then I'm gonna come back. Hopefully they can get it done in a couple of days where I don't have to pay for it. But yep, on YouTube. And it's long. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. I got it right here. Hold on. Oh wait, hold on. Mary Kay Baxter, that's her name. It's 2 hours. It's this right here. It's 2 hours and 11 minutes long. No, a- actually, Bigo don't have me on 10, y'all. It don't. I'm laid back, period. I don't have no problems, no beefs with nobody. I don't have I'm laid back, period. I want to come on there and just talk about shit that I want to talk about. I don't want to come on there and make this about none of that other stuff. Like, I don't care about none of that other stuff. I know why I'm there. I ain't even trying to change the culture per se. I'm just trying to steer us clear of all this Jones bullshit. And pretty much it's kind of fizzling away because now Miss Regina don't come out here. Tommy K is about to stop doing what she doing. And she got to start going to a different side of things now. She goes that's why she upset with me, because she ain't gonna be getting no tea. She ain't gonna be able to do that. So now she got to use other people to do her dirty work, which she have been doing all year anyway. So what's your name? Kevin. Oh, the one I seen was of a young Hebrew sister. No, the one that I'm talking about is how your firm doing. The queen and children are good, I know. Yeah, I'm doing good. Free Diddy, man. No, Diddy ain't getting out. Diddy not getting out. They finally got Diddy, and Diddy gonna be in jail. They denied his bail, so he done. He done. He gonna be in there for a long time. Did you hear about the psychic read? Yeah, I did, but I don't get into psychic readings, y'all. I don't get into that. You're not supposed to deal with none of that stuff. Diddy did it. Yeah, he did. Keep baby oil. Yeah, was that baby oil that was in that place? Was that baby oil in that? Was that baby oil in that? That was a whole bunch of. Was that real? That was his house? Dang. Wow. He was a freaking demon. Yeah, I don't know how you get to that point though. Cat, please tell these people Wu-Tang never went to a Diddy party. That's why I love them. Oh, they didn't? I didn't know that. I didn't know. I know Method Man used to hang around, oh no, he used to hang around Biggie and shit. I don't believe in them. Yeah, I don't either. Cap, so listening is bad too. Yeah. You know why? Um, the reason why it's bad to be involved with stuff like that is because it's invoking spirits from the spiritual realm. I'm not saying that the stuff that they say doesn't have, it does have power because um but it's not power that God wants you to have. It's power that comes from the devil because the devil has authority. So when you, that's why it says you got to be careful of what you entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Be careful that you entertain angels unaware, but it didn't say what kind of angel. It could be a demon or an angel, a heavenly angel. So I don't want I don't want to get involved with none of that stuff. I don't think you should get involved with none of that stuff. You will be unclean for 7 days. Yo, Kevin, you heard the Ligma did. He sold his soul. Yeah. Yeah, the readings, Shay Ray. You're not supposed to watch, you're not supposed to be involved in none of that stuff. It was a lady that did it, and I talked to her and I told her, I was like, you know you're not supposed to be doing that kind of stuff if you a Bible believer. I told her that. And I don't want to disrespect her by saying something, saying this, but it's very important. But the person's house burned down. The person's house burned down that was doing these tarot card readings. And it's because, you know, you messing with evil spirits. You have to be careful, y'all. Y'all can't be involved. Yeah, it does. It opens up a portal because demonic entities cannot live on earth unless they inhabit a body, right? So then that spirit comes into that person and it controls that person, just like that those two people that was in that was demonic possessed in that region where Jesus was going to. Those two men were inhabited by evil spirits and they was controlled by evil spirits. And when you opening those portals, you opening up opportunities for these satanic entities to get inside of your soul and control you. Yeah, so you gotta be careful about dealing with stuff like that. Thought my granny was being extreme until a movie my cousin kept watching possessed him, and I saw it. Never played around since. Yeah, with them Ouija boards, all that stuff. You got to be careful with the things that you entertain because, yeah, you will get you them spirits will get on you. The interest is through the eyes and ears. Yes. Yup. You entertaining angels unaware. So you gotta be careful, and you can't. That's why I knew when Tommy K was doing that and those people was on that panel, I said, this is, we dealing with demons here, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that. And everything they do is consistent with what the devil does because the devil plots schemes against innocent people. The devil is about money and materialism, instant gratification. Every time you want instant gratification, it's got to have something. It got to have some kind of connection to the devil. You know, instant gratification is not always good. You know, most times, it's 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna be good. And then you got to control your emotions too, because there's an acronym. It's HALT. I said this before. Never do anything when you too hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. HALT. You can't do anything when you too hungry, angry, lonely, and tired, because then people intend to go towards their emotions when they at those extremes. You know, but like they say, all these emotions is secondary to a primary issue that's going on in your life. Like when if you eat too much, right? If you eat too much, there's an underlying issue. If you don't deal with the underlying issue, then you're not it's not go help you to slow down eating, because it's something that's inside of you that's causing you to get to that point, and you have to deal with that first. That's why a lot of people relapse and go back to doing the same things over and over again, or they end up taking more extremes um to eradicating problems that it still exists because it's underlying inside of you and you didn't deal with it. And so that's why a lot of people are controlled and have these strongholds. And one of the biggest ones is the spirit realm. A lot of people get attached to these evil spirits, and they get webbed and attached to it too much, and they can't get rid of it, and so their whole life is consumed with it. And that's what I see a lot of people doing over there on Bigo. It's just a lot of messy stuff that people gravitate towards, and it attached to your spirit so much that you can't even put it down. Right. Familiar spirits. Yeah. Yeah. You got to get rid of that stuff, y'all. That stuff go attached to y'all spirit. That's why I don't like talking negative all the time. I don't like dealing with negative environments, because it just breed more and more negativity, and you feel oppressed. You feel like a weight is on you. You feel a sense of anxiety. Every time I leave that place, it's like a sense of anxiety. That's why I play music. When you play music, it kind of puts you in a I see why my brother play music. Why both me and my brother play music, because it's therapeutic. It helps us to get into the mood. It helps us to, you know, have raw emotions towards what we want to speak about. And so it's very important that music is um involved in it well with me, because I want to know, I want to be able to be in the mood to speak with people. So I think music is therapeutic for me and my brother. It helps us to get in the mood to do the things that we want to do. Always test the spirit. That's why I stopped going on Bigo. Takes too much effort to be upset like that. Yeah. Bigo energy is deep and sick. Yeah, I believe it is too. Since I've been over there, but I also went to different places, and the mood was totally different. I seen people over there on there cutting hair. I seen African women. Um, it's beautiful things on there, but I think that the section that we in is just too messy. You can tell I see it. It makes you uncomfortable. It does. It does. It does. And it's all because it makes me uncomfortable. Well, actually, it changed my mind about, somebody said that I said that it gives that Keith, I see why Keith did what he did on there, and I excuse his behavior. I don't excuse his behavior. Um, I don't agree with that statement. I think as a man, you have to make tough choices, and you have to choose not to be that kind of person in that environment. And I think my brother was gifted and talented enough not to be focused on, he should not have been focused on, if he was spiritually in control, he would not have went to that side of um going back and forth with those people. Because my brother is gifted. He's talented, and he's comical. He didn't have to do that. But what I was told was that it didn't bring him the satisfaction, or it didn't bring him the notoriety to be positive. And so I want to change that dynamic, because it's good. It's something good about having good communication with a man. And I think that he could have did that. I thought some of the things that he said, he gave good advice. Um, but I think that that's what I'm going to do when I get to Bigo. I think that I can help people out in certain areas. I definitely had a good conversation with Petty Banks. I think I like that conversation. And I think Petty Banks was sincere in her efforts to figure out what was going on with what I was saying. And she said that it bothered her that whole night that I told her that God didn't hear her prayers if she's a sinner. And he don't. That's the truth. Second Chronicles say that too. Second Chronicles chapter 15, verse, I want to say 3. It says, if you come to me, I will come to you. But if you reject me, I will also reject you. A lot of people have rejected God in their actions. A lot of y'all don't think y'all did, but you do. You reject God in your actions. The Bible says the kingdom of God is not a matter of talk, but of action. So, and show me your faith without, show me your faith, and I'll show you mine by what I do. So I'm an advocate of watching people's lives and seeing how they move, and determining whether they have a relationship with God based on what I see them do, not what they say, because a lot of people can get us by things that they say. I know if you've been out on a date with somebody and it sound nice, and then 3 months later y'all beefing and going back and forth because you didn't really take consideration to what he did. You looked at what he said, and then you ended up in a bad situation. He or she. I've had that happen to me several times. So I learned to watch people's actions, and I started reading their fruit, and that's how I was able to overcome a lot of the pitfalls of bringing people into my life that wasn't good people. It became really real when Ho's family came on the app after his accident. When his real family came on the app after his accident. Yeah, actions is everything. Be a person who looks at actions. Don't go by words. Look at people's actions that you make. You you will make better choices with people in your life, with the people in your life. Um, if you focus on people's actions instead of what they say. That's why I didn't get bent out of shape when I went over to Bigo and people didn't receive me like they did when I was on YouTube. It didn't bother me at all. Um, I didn't have no expectation that anybody would care about me being over there, because I said it very early. I said a lot of people look at me and they see my brother, So I don't think my beef is gonna be organic over there. It's always gonna be this cloud over my head because of who Keith is or who Keith was to these people. So it's up to me to prove otherwise, which that's what I intend to do. I lost my hearing. I had no choice but to pay attention to people's actions. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to people's actions. And then when he chilled, we would only be about 6, maybe 700 deep. Yeah. Tasha, you leveled up, beloved. I didn't know you were banned until you said it tonight. Yeah, I am banned. But they working to get me all banned. They seen my meteoric rise to popularity and they didn't like that, so they had to cut it down. You know, every time I got on live, they was reporting me ever since I've been out. So it's a change coming, and it's a change for the better. I hope everybody come out there that's over here, join my family. Um, if you're not on my TikTok, go to my TikTok. I can do stuff over there. Um, Send me a friend request on TikTok. It's Crazy Kev, same name. Um, but yeah, watch these spirits, man. And y'all don't have to be over there if y'all don't want to be over there. Y'all choose to be over there. You know, you don't have to be on the messy side. There's some good sides. I was going around to different people's. I seen DC Fly Young is on there now, roasting people. Um, it's several conversations I had with different people on there. So I kind of like the knowledge side. I think I'm gonna do more of that. Go in here and debate some of these people that think that they know everything. Um, I like the humble people that think that they know everything. Somebody was pointing me to King Knowledge, or I don't know who he is. I think I'm gonna go to his live. I think he opened it up for debate. He said he can debate anybody in the world and win. So yeah, I think they gonna have a hard time with me. Always stand with you, Dave. Yeah, Tasha. Yeah, the knowledge side is cool. Yeah, we about to listen, ladies, especially black women. Let me tell you something. When I start talking about some of the things that I'm gonna start speaking about, be there because it's gonna get deep, real deep. And I challenge all these guys in the conscious community and all this stuff. You know, their intellect does not bother me whatsoever. I'm not intimidated by none of them. I study a lot. I read a lot of books. Um, I study statistics and all kind of stuff. So um, I'm not one dimensional when it comes to. Don't let the hat and the clothes fool you. It's way more sophisticated than that. So we about to start hitting them hard with some good stuff. Um, Relationship stuff. I wanted to get a little bit more in depth with sex, with the sex talk. I know all this stuff is being recorded, so um it's important to me to get all this information out that I need to get out to help people because I talk to a lot of women that they ask me questions about certain things and I'll be like, damn, that's a good topic to talk about. So a lot of people relied on information that I was giving my girl cousins. Two of my best friends are women, even though I haven't talked to them. My best friend is my wife. But prior to my wife, I had two women that's professionals now that are were my best friends. Um, so we talked a lot about different stuff, and so I'll be happy to talk to black women. I know a lot of the people that I speak with are women. So well, sorry, very intelligent. Yeah, you yet to see a lot of stuff with me. We go bring it out, but it's not so much on Truth Teller. I really don't care about him. But TV Killer, that's my dog. Um, I'm praying for him. I'm also praying for everybody in that environment, because I see how ugly it is, and I also see some of the challenges that my brother was dealing with. And I know that he's a very prideful man. So I don't think a lot of the steps that he took, um, that I take, he would take in certain instances. And I think that that's more accepted in that culture. But I think it's not gonna be good in the long run if you want to have it be successful. Because you got to live. There are consequences to whatever we put out here, whatever information, whatever we saying to people, whatever the attitude, whatever the disposition. We take hold of that responsibility when we come out here and we speak to people or give advice or whatever we do out here. So I want to make sure everything that I'm doing is righteous, it's in right standing, it's gonna be edifying, it's gonna help somebody out. So that's my most important thing being on Bigo. Other than that, I ain't gonna get in none of the messy shit no more. I may joke with somebody, but other than that, I ain't. I'll come over here and shoot the shit with them, but I ain't gonna be doing none of that shit no more. Yeah, Miss Jones, you're right or die. She don't play about you. She's so funny. Yeah, yeah. She be by my side. She cut into me sometimes too. She cut into me sometimes too, and I take it. I cut into her sometimes. But the good thing in our relationship is that we listen to one another. We learn how to listen to one another. Um, I didn't always want to listen to my wife. Um, about certain things. I ain't saying that everything. Um, but when I started to learn how to listen to her, our relationship got a lot better. And I'm glad I can get to a point with a person where I can, I don't have to feel like I'm on the defensive every time I speak to you, or, you know, I don't want to do that. So when I made the decision to get married, I wanted it to work, and I had to make things happen to enable it to work. So I had to listen when I didn't want to, and be more understanding, because I'm a very strong person, very strong personality. It's difficult to change my mind about stuff. I think that's what's most frustrating between me and my mom's relationship, because she always trying to change me and she can't do it. Because in order for you to change a person, you got to be a solid person. See, my wife can never come out here and do certain things to me because she know that I've been 100 solid with her. When actually, I can say this. When I first started dating my wife made more money than me. When she was getting ready to have our baby, she was an independent mother, and she relied on herself. When I met her and she was having complications with our baby, I said, I got you. I said, I got you. Don't worry about nothing. I got you. She was like, all right. Ever since I told her that in 2020, I got her. Ever since I told her that, then she said, she believed me just because of that. See, our women be messed up because they can't believe in people. You got to show people certain things. And I showed her. I told her what I'm going to do, even to the point, and we told this story before, she wanted to get her nails done. I probably had like, I don't know how much I had in my account, but she was like, I want to get my nails done, and I gave her the money. And so later on, she was like, the topic came up again, and I showed her how much I had in my bank account after I gave her the money, and she felt so guilty. But I told her, I said, whatever you needed, I got it, because I realized that I took you from your employment. Well, I said I made a strong suggestion. I didn't take her from her employment. I made a strong suggestion that she didn't work. So since I made that strong suggestion, I had to own up to what I said that I was going to do. And I did. Ever since 2020, whatever she needed, she got it. I helped her to start her business. I bought her everything that she needed. And when she saw that, because she didn't like to ask me for stuff early, but she really didn't never have to ask me. If I had something, I gave it to her. But we built a rapport based on me saying that I'm gonna do something, and I stood on it. And once I stood on it, and I've been standing on it, it changed her. So some people need to see a man be honest and lay it on the line. And if you go do something, if you go say something, you go do it. And I said it and I did it. And that's why I earned her trust. That's why she changed. She wasn't gonna change no other way. She wasn't about to change no other way. Ain't no nigga go come and tell her you quit working, and she ain't gonna do that. You gotta show her. And once I showed her, now she good. Oh, we know you are. What kind of city? Yeah, that's what I do. And that's the same character. That's why my wife wouldn't sit behind me. She would not sit. Let me tell y'all something. My wife being who she is, if I was a no good nigga, she would not be standing behind me. When you see me pull off, you gonna see my wife go. I ain't saying that we perfect. I didn't say that. I didn't say that we didn't have problems, because most of we don't have no problems now, but most of our problems came because we had a blended family, and our children and our exes was causing a lot of animosity in our relationship. So now that we at this point, and I told her when I first met her, it's always a point when you gonna have to get over that hump with somebody, and once you get over that hump, it's smooth sailing. We got over that hump. We don't have no infidelity in our relationship. We not calling it. I stayed out yesterday. I was gone yesterday for a long time. My wife never called, never was worried. She now when we first started dating, she was calling me often. But now she don't. If it get too late, she'll call and be like, "Hey, you all right? Yeah, I'm all right." But we don't have none of that in our relationship. Everything that we got, we earned in our relationship. We don't do nothing either. All we do is take care of our kids and work, and we good. But we got a solid relationship. And I be telling people, look at my life. Don't go by what everybody is saying. Look at my life. I've been online for a whole year. The only thing that they can say about me is the incident that happened with my nieces. That's the only thing but the one thing that y'all didn't see was all the shit that I was dealing with prior to that happening. Cause that was a buildup. That was a lot of shit that I said, you know what? I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna let them do whatever. I'm just gonna leave them alone. I ain't gonna talk to them. But trust me, it's a lot of shit that y'all don't know that has happened over the span of a year that I let go. And I didn't say nothing just because of Keith being in the condition that he in. So I couldn't understand why they got so mad at me because, I still hear people saying, like, you never should have got on live and did it. But you ain't had no problem when they got on live and said the shit that they said. You never got mad at that. You never got mad when my mom came out here and said the shit that she said about my wife, my kids. Nobody never said nothing like my kids don't feel a certain type of way or they don't see me on YouTube or they don't hear nothing that these people were saying about me. And my kids had to endure that. Nobody ever asked, how is your kids feeling about what you going through? Well, they was hurt. They don't like seeing this kind of stuff. They don't like seeing this kind of stuff. Hey, they want something to talk about, good or bad, the breakdown. And damn, you know what? Let me while I'm speaking of the breakdown, let me tell you this. I know this is not a favorable thing to say to some people, but let me tell you something. When it come to I picked Noni to be my first interviewer because I had so much respect for her ability to do what she did. Right now, we don't talk like we used to, but Noni also was a big gifter on my page as a host as well. And the reason why I'm not saying nothing to Noni, and I won't say for Noni, a lot of people ain't gonna understand this. You know, a lot, a lot of people ain't gonna understand this. But just trust me. I don't care what's going on Bigo. I don't care about that. I don't care what she is to other people. I don't care about that. That's all right. Sometimes you need loyalty and you need somebody that's gonna show you. And I don't know what a lot of things with me is because if I talk to somebody that you don't like, then automatically you don't like me because I speak to somebody who you don't like, which I don't think is fair. I don't think that's fair because I don't know neither one of y'all. So I can speak to whoever I want to speak to. Well, Keith didn't like this person, so you should say that ain't none of my business. I'm not Keith. That's none of my business. So why throw that on me? That's none of my business. Well, Keith didn't do I yeah, but I'm not Keith. I'm different. I'm not gonna come out here and disrespect somebody because Keith didn't like him. I'm not doing that. Y'all just got to be mad at me, and that people take it the wrong way. I wouldn't be fucking with them because and I didn't like I didn't like when, like, I respect what people's opinions are, but let me tell you this. I don't have to like somebody, not, I don't have to not like somebody because you didn't like them. There's plenty of people that didn't like my brother. One of my best friends that I played high school basketball with got into it with Keith, right? They was cool. But when he see me, he like, hey bro, he always talking, but he couldn't stand my brother, right? Now my thing is, this what I can say, and I'm gonna put this out right now. If my brother had a problem with you and I was there, I'm gonna deal with it then. If I'm there, I'm gonna deal with that then. Then that's a problem. Like, they keep on talking about his house getting shot up. If I was there, I would have dealt with it. I wasn't there. If my cousins was there, we would have dealt with it. But we didn't get in Keith business like that. Keith kept his family separated from all the bullshit that was going on for a reason. And I just feel like he could deal with things himself too. I didn't ever have to call my brother to ask him to defend me against none of the shit that was going on. I've been shot at. You know, I've been jumped before. I ain't never called my brother like, bro, where you at? You should be out here. I ain't never. So people coming out here saying all this shit about, yeah, you ain't come to defend him. But yeah, because I wasn't here. I wasn't here. But if it'd be some sucker shit if I was here and I didn't do nothing. Then you can say something. But you can't tell me, oh, because Keith was going through this with this person. Where was I at then? I was at home, probably with my wife and my kids. Where you ought to be. With your family. Everybody ain't running the streets. Everybody ain't doing what Keith did. You know, I walked away from that lifestyle. I wanted to do something better with my life. I didn't want to be out here shooting and shit and selling drugs and all that shit. I wanted to live my life peaceful. Look at the family I come from. I didn't want to do none of this shit. So y'all go push me back into that because what y'all think y'all don't know nothing. Even when y'all talking about that money with Player Kane and all that. That ain't no, first of all, well, it wasn't Player Kane. It was another thing, and that wasn't none of your business either. Y'all act like y'all getting the money. Y'all act like the money was coming to me. The money was fucking Keith's. It ain't had nothing to do with me. So why even bring that shit up? Like, I'm not gonna keep on defending every little thing like I'm supposed to get involved with all this shit because now Keith ain't in this situation. Y'all ain't asked me to be there then, so why y'all go ask me to be here now? Defending that bullshit. I'm not doing it. That part grown man shit. Yeah. I ain't doing none of that shit. I'm not getting involved in none of that shit. Don't come over here talking none of that beef shit with me. I don't want to have nothing to do with none of that. If I did, I would have been out in the streets with my brother too. I'm not in the streets with him. I don't know his business. Even I don't know what's going on Bigo. I don't know all the intricate details of everybody he had a problem with. That's none of my business. And there are people that I do know that he had issues with that I said, you know what, y'all gonna have to straighten that out before I get involved privately and personally with you. Not everybody I don't I don't deal with like that because I know it was some major beef there. But the person that knew, he already knew, okay? He didn't take it disrespectfully. If he had a brother and he would want his brother to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting involved in this until I know how he feel or till y'all straighten it. If y'all don't straighten it out, you know, respectfully, I'ma respect you and we go keep it like that. But I'm not gonna start no beef with nobody over something that I don't know nothing about. So don't put me in that shit. You know, the people that I got a problem with right now is the people I feel is taking advantage of my brother. You know, damn me, you could take it. You can think you taking advantage of me. I'm gonna let you do that, cause like I said, I move like chess, not like checkers. That's how I move. Every move that I make is strategic. Everything that I do is some thought into it. Whoever I'm dealing with is necessary that I deal with that person, right? So that's how I move. I don't move the way everybody want me to move. So don't try to tell me what to do. You know, if I'm doing something, like, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that, yeah, I need mentorship in, because I don't I don't know all the intricate details of the technicalities of Bigo, but I'm getting it. But as far as people, I'm not concerned about no people. You ain't got to tell me nothing about no people. I was a non-commissioned officer in the United States military. I was a captain on the basketball team. You know, I've dealt with personnel and many various types of people. So a lot of people don't take me, but if I'm talking to you or asking you questions, I'm trying to gauge you and figure things out about you. But I ain't gonna be taken for granted at all. I'll figure it out one way or another. But I'm not my brother, and I'm not coming out to Bigo to be fighting um everybody. And I won't say anything to everybody. You know, I may not like what they do, but with my family, if I can create my own family, um, I would want my family to move like that. Thinking, not getting too absorbed with their emotions, and, you know, making an impact on the environment where, you know, you don't, just being you, being authentic you. And I don't care who you support. If you got integrity and you represent what I'm doing, what's good? That's right. I'm gonna do what's best for me. It's crazy. You can do the same thing as the next, and they'll praise the other motherfucker, but mad at you for doing what anyone would have done. Yeah, it's not always cool to be in this situation, but I don't think people want me to handle this situation like my brother did, and I'm not gonna do that because it was wrong. It was wrong, and I feel like he was gifted enough that he didn't have to go into. I think people put him into that life, and he took the bait. I don't have to. That's how he got banned. If he didn't get banned, Keith would have been even way better than what he was, even with getting the cash apps that he was getting. You know, I'm not gonna take that turn for the worst. That's why I'm saying, when I speak about certain people, I'm not getting involved with certain people like that. You ain't gonna never see me. I don't care what they say. You ain't never gonna see me say go back and forth with Eb. You ain't never gonna see me go back and forth with Noni. They can say whatever they want to say. I don't care. If they can live with whatever they say, let them say whatever they want to say. But I know when I needed money for help from my brother, those people were an intricate part in helping the situation. Player Kane, you know. So um I don't know what people think about that, but that's just how I'm moving, y'all. I'm not gonna be arguing and fussing and fighting, going back and forth with them people. We gonna keep it cool. You know, we may address some topics, but other than that, I ain't gonna be going back and forth. That's a trap. I ain't getting into it. What I'm gonna do is start. If you get too out of pocket, I'm going to move under the scope. I probably won't say nothing to you. And I have other people deal with you. Because really, with me being over there, with all the women that I've been dealing with, a lot of strong women, Miss Brown, Marla, Crystal, um, strong black women, Tasha, Tay Tay, Shay Way, yup. If I if just like I got my wife out here and that's just one black woman and I feel like I can conquer the world, what can I do with 6 or 7 or 10 black women? I feel like I can do a lot. And that's what I'm gonna do. And I ain't gonna contribute to that environment nothing but something that's gonna be positive and something that's gonna elevate my brother's status and how the Jones family is perceived out there. You can be a righteous leader. You don't have to be messy. And that's what I'm gonna bring to the table. That's exactly what I'm gonna bring to the table. Miss Brown getting rid of their asses in here. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Shout out to TV Killer, man. I'm just talking today. I don't really have nothing. I just wanted to get on here because I wasn't on Bigo and people was asking where I was. I got banned for a year, and we working to get me back on. No, I'm not gonna shout out no brother named Mike Coxlong. Dumbass, Mr. Prime. Stop being funny. Thank you. Mike Coxlong. Bro, I need you to remove one of them admins. Which one? I got Miss Brown. I got who else I got? I think I got TV Killer up there. Yeah, you just got it, Miss Brown. I don't know. I need my spot. Oh, you trying to get your spot? Yeah, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm Auntie Top only. Okay, I got you. Let me screenshot what you said. Yeah, we about to take over, bruh. Yeah, a year. Me and Golden got a year. Me and Golden got a year. But they working on mine. Hopefully they'll get it done. All right, y'all. I just wanted to come out here and talk a little bit. Um, my dang on monitor. I don't know what happened to my dang on laptop, but I'd much rather be on this than cell phone. Um, with no reason why. No, they didn't give me no reason. Oh, they said threatening. That's what they said. It was threatening. Whatever I said was threatening, which I get threatened every day. I got this bum down here with my picture on his profile and everything. Yeah, and he got my house on there a lot. We dealing with that right now, but yeah, I've been harassed by him and several other people, as well as the calls. We still waiting on the calls. We know that there was a call placed by Antoine Taylor or something, but we go get the recording and find out who it is. Hopefully the FBI start moving on this stuff too, because when you compromise somebody's privacy, that's real big, and then Not to mention this, I believe that she going in my credit file because she looked at my credit, and I didn't show her prior to her saying that. So find out all this stuff, and these parties getting sued too. I did send out a cease and desist letter in December. It wasn't followed, so you know, and I did that for the reason that she couldn't come out here and say that I'm harassing her. Because I asked her to stop speaking on me and stop speaking on my family in December, and she kept on doing this. She said, and I got a recording of her saying she gonna keep on doing it. So from that point on, you already acknowledged that you know what was going on and you didn't care. You was gonna say what the fuck you wanted to say. And so now you can get sued for what you said. Haitian doodle. Yeah. Remember when they was talking about them Haitians that's in Donald Trump was talking about them Haitians that was in Ohio that was eating dogs. I think he one of them. Because his mind is bad. That boy's mind is bad. I don't know what the fuck is up with him that he can sit around and talk about me for 24 hours. 24 hours this nigga be talking about me. I be like, man, when did you go stop? This boy talk about me for 24 hours. Non-stop. Like, and then I ain't even, like, my wife went over there and looked at some of the stuff, and she was like, I was like, don't go over there and watch that dude. Don't watch nothing. He talking about he go come here and rape somebody. He saying, oh, we recorded all that shit. This nigga is a straight up clown. I wish he would come to my house. I wish he would come to my house. I wish you would. I'ma blow your ass away, nigga. I swear. And people go no, because they think they can come on here and start talking about people the way they want to. And you can't do that because you don't know who you talking to, bruh. You bring your ass around this house, I'm blowing your ass away, my nigga. And I'm not gonna lie. You will see when people see that I don't play, they gonna know it, and you can be that example. If you come around if you knock on this door, if you come on this porch, I'm gonna see you. If you come on the sides of this house, I'm gonna see you. And I'm not coming out there to talk to nobody. And that's not a threat. I'm not coming outside. My home is on high alert. So if and when somebody comes, I'm not asking no questions, y'all. I'm serious. Somebody is gonna die. I got my kids in this house, and I'm not playing with nobody out here. If you come around my home and you think you gonna be on some fuck shit, you got another thing coming. You got another. I'm so serious, bro. I would love to make an example out of one of you niggas. I am not playing. Y'all can think somebody playing all you want to. I'm not playing with none of this nigga talking all this crazy shit. He ain't gonna do he not gonna do nothing. And then what is he risking all this for? Like, I'm like, damn, what is he doing all this shit for? Like, why is he doing all this? Yeah, it ain't nothing to talk about. That's true. And you gotta protect you. That's right. I wish a nigga would. For real, Tasha. I'ma cut his ass down. If I catch you on one of these cameras, if I hear my garage, anything, if I catch you on one of these cameras, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. So I'm just letting you know. Don't let this shit, and that page go come down soon. Because I'm about to come after that fucking page. I didn't have just enough of you talking. Way too much. He's a monster. Yeah, I'm a monster too. I'm a monster too. So, yeah, hopefully I get unbanned tomorrow. And I'll be back on Bigo. We gonna talk about some real shit. Shout out to my brother, TV Killer. Man, be cool. God go get you through. Take your punches, take your losses. You know, persecution comes before the blessing most times. So take the good with the bad. And you'll be all right. I've been through it before. I had the very same thing happen to me. Ugly. But I got through it and I made better choices. So, yeah. I made better choices. That shirt is sickening. Thank you. Hope so too, Kev. Yep, keep standing on business. Amen. Yeah, I love y'all. I see y'all later. Just wanted to come out here and talk some shit. And I gotta get ready for bed. Y'all have a good